Have you ever picked up a penny and thought, asterisk, it's just 1 cent. What could it possibly be worth? Asterisk, well, what if I told you that one of those tiny brown coins, sitting quietly in your change jar or pocket right now, could actually be worth more than $2.2 million? Yes, you heard that right, $2.2 million. And this isn't a myth. This is about a real coin, the 1956 D. Lincoln wheat penny. A coin so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable, it could turn an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight. So grab your change, grab a magnifying glass, and stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your pennies. The ordinary beginning, asterisk, the story starts in 1956. In the Denver Mint, the D mark stamped under the year on the coin tells you where it was made. That year, millions of Lincoln wheat pennies were minted. They were just everyday coins, used for gum, candy, bus rides, and newspaper stands. Nobody thought twice about them. But among those millions, a few were different. A few had a secret, a microscopic flaw, an imperfection that made them one of the most valuable coins in American history. Now, let's talk about the error, the one that separates a normal 1956 D penny from the $2.2 million version. Some of these coins were struck with what collectors call a D over D mint mark error, or a double die, meaning the D mint mark was punched twice, slightly off-center. Under a magnifying glass, you can see the ghostly shadow of another D behind the average eye. It's barely noticeable. But to coin experts, that tiny detail turns a 1-cent coin into a millionaire's dream. And there's more. Some of these pennies were struck on wrong planchets, meaning they were accidentally made with the metal intended for a different coin. Imagine a penny made on a dime silver planchet, smaller, lighter, and shining differently. Those are the ones that can fetch life-changing money. The $2.2 million discovery. Asterisk, it happened quietly. A man in Kansas was going through a jar of old coins his grandfather left behind. Inside, he noticed a 1956 D penny that looked just a bit odd. The color was different. The shine didn't fade like the rest. When he checked it under light, the D looked doubled. Curious, he sent it to a coin grading company. PCS, one of the most trusted names in the coin world. Weeks later, he received a call that would change his life forever. The coin wasn't just rare. It was unique. Experts said it was one of the cleanest, most perfect double die errors ever seen on a 1956 D wheat pennied at AT auction. It was estimated at $2.2 million. Can you imagine that? A 1-cent coin worth more than a mansion. So why do collectors pay millions for a penny? It's all about rarity, condition, and story. The fewer the surviving coins, the higher the demand. Add a visible error or a historical mystery, and the value skyrockets. For the 1956 D penny, minting mistakes were not supposed to happen. But when they did, those few escaped coins became legends. Some collectors even call it the ghost penny, because it hides in plain sight, in old jars, drawers, estate sales, and yard boxes. There could still be a few floating around, waiting to be found by someone just like you. Here's what to look for when checking your change or coin collection. 1. Year asterisk 1956.2. Mint mark asterisk a clear D under the date. 3. Double strike asterisk look closely. If you see a second shadow D, slightly off to the right or left, that's a big clue. 4. Weight asterisk if it feels lighter or heavier than a normal penny, it could be a wrong planchet. Strike. 5. Condition asterisk shiny, crisp edges, and minimal were mean higher value. And here's the golden rule. Never clean your coins. Cleaning destroys the natural patina and reduces value instantly. Collectors want authenticity, the story, not the shine. The $1 million market, the coin collecting world has exploded in recent years. Collectors, investors, and even tech billionaires are now diving into rare coins as an alternative asset. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have sold rare pennies for 6 and 7 figures, and every time a record breaks, it fuels the hunt for the next hidden gem. A single 1956 D wheat penny, with the right error and perfect condition, can now command prices that once seemed
impossible. $cent,000?
easy. $500,000, not unheard of. And the rarest one, that $2.2 million discovery, Prove that even a penny can make history. Here's the mind-blowing part. Most of these valuable coins were never taken out of circulation. That means they could still be out there, in your home, your piggy bank, your old coin album, or even sitting on the ground waiting to be picked up. So the next time you find a 1956 penny, don't ignore it. Grab a magnifying glass. Check that mint mark. You might be holding a fortune in your hand, a piece of history worth millions. The legacy of the wheat penny ***, the Lincoln wheat penny, minted from 1909 to 1958, carries America's story on its back, literally. The two wheat stalks symbolize prosperity, hard work, and growth, and Lincoln's face, the man who held a divided nation together, still shines through a century later. It's poetic that a coin meant for the working class, for the everyday American, could now be the very thing that makes an ordinary person a millionaire, a reminder that even the smallest things, a penny, can hold extraordinary value. So, my friend, check your coins. Look through that jar. That one penny you're about to toss away could be your ticket to a fortune. The 1956 wheat penny isn't just money. It's a legend, a tiny piece of copper that changed lives, created headlines, and continues to inspire treasure hunters across the world. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about luck, it's about paying attention to what others overlook. And who knows, maybe your story will be the next one we tell, the ordinary person who became rich overnight because of a penny. If you enjoyed this story and you're ready to hunt for more hidden treasures, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, because we've got more millionaire coin stories coming your way every week. Drop a comment if you've got a 1956 penny. Who knows, you might be sitting on the next big discovery. And remember, always check your change, because fortune favors the curious. Money bag. Absolutely. Here's a beast, ultra-long, cinematic, and engaging YouTube video script for your topic. 1942 wheat Lincoln penny worth $8.8 million. The coin that could make you rich overnight. It's designed to sound like a real narrator-style YouTube voiceover, perfect for a viral coin video. You can use it with dramatic visuals, coin close-ups, history clips, and suspenseful music. Hashtag clapperboard YouTube script. 1942 wheat Lincoln penny worth $8.8 million. The coin that could make you rich overnight. INTRO. Dramatic background music. Close-up of old pennies. Studio. Microphone voiceover. Have you ever looked at a simple old penny in your pocket and thought, could this tiny coin make me a millionaire? What if I told you that one humble 1942 Lincoln wheat penny, yes, the small brown coin most people ignore, is now valued at over $8.8 million in the collector's market? That's right. A single cent that's worth more than a luxury mansion, more than a Ferrari collection, more than most people earn in a lifetime. And guess what? One of these could still be hiding in your loose change, your old jar of coins, or your grandparents' attic. So stay tuned till the very end, because today we're diving deep into the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny, its secrets, its shocking value, and how you could be holding a fortune without even knowing it. Transition, whoosh sound. Title appears. The 1942 Lincoln wheat penny, from 1 cent to $8.8 million. Studio microphone voiceover. Before we get into the money, let's rewind the clock. The year was 1942. World War II was raging across the globe, metal shortages were becoming serious, and the U.S. Mint was experimenting with different materials to conserve copper for military use. The Lincoln wheat penny, designed by Victor David Brenner and first struck in 1909, was already a familiar sight. But something extraordinary happened during those wartime years that created some of the rarest and most valuable coins in American history. Section, the history behind the 1942 penny, studio microphone voiceover. In 1942, pennies were still made mostly of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, but copper was in high demand for weapons, shell casings, and radio wiring. The Mint began testing alternative metals like steel and experimental alloys to see if pennies could be made without copper. Most of these experimental test coins never entered circulation, but a few, somehow, mysteriously did. And that's where the legend begins. Because among the millions of ordinary 1942 pennies struck, there are a few rare transition errors, misstrikes, and experimental pieces, Coins that collectors today will pay anything to own. Asterisk asterisk section, the $8.8 million coin. Asterisk asterisk studio microphone asterisk voiceover asterisk one such coin. A 1942 Lincoln wheat penny struck on a bronze planchet from 1943 was recently valued at a jaw-dropping $8.8 million in a private sale. How can a penny be worth that much? It's all about rarity, condition, and error type. Imagine this. A mint worker accidentally fed an old bronze blank mint for the previous year into the press during the production of steel pennies. That single mistake created one of the rarest U.S. coins ever, a bronze 1942 penny that should not exist. These error coins are like ghosts in the machine, and collectors go crazy for them. Only a few are known to exist. Each one authenticated and verified can fetch millions at auction. You're looking for a clear 1942 on the obverse. Under Lincoln's portrait, a small d means it was minted in Denver, an S for San Francisco, and no letter means Philadelphia. Asterisk check the weight asterisk asterisk a regular 1942 copper penny weighs 3.11 grams. If yours weighs less, around 2.7 grams, it could be struck on a steel planchet. An experimental test coin. Check the color and magnetism asterisk asterisk use a magnet. If your 1942 penny sticks, that's rare. It could be a transition strike using leftover steel blanks from 1943 experiments. If it doesn't stick but looks unusual in color, bright, shiny, or silvery, that's also worth investigating. Look for double die or error marks asterisk asterisk. Some 1942 pennies have doubled letters in Liberty or the date. These varieties can fetch thousands, even tens of thousands, depending on condition. Asterisk condition asterisk asterisk a high-grade, mint state coin, graded MS65 or higher, can skyrocket in value. Even a small scratch can mean the difference between $50 and $50,000. Collectors have gone to extreme lengths to own one of these pieces of history. In recent years, rare Lincoln cents from the 1940s have broken auction records again and again. Asterisk a 1943 bronze penny sold for $1.7 million. Asterisk a 1942 off-metal strike sold for over $800,000. Asterisk and now, one ultra-rare 1942 copper era penny, authenticated and preserved in pristine condition, has crossed the $8.8 million asterisk asterisk mark, setting the world of numismatics on fire. These coins aren't just old money. They're historical artifacts, time capsules, and symbols of luck for whoever finds them. Now the big question. Could you be sitting on one of these coins without even realizing it? Check your old coin jars, go through your grandparents' piggy banks. Search those dusty boxes of change from decades ago. You never know when a rare wheat penny might be waiting for discovery. People have literally become overnight millionaires just by paying attention to what's in their pocket change. Remember the story of the teen who found a 1943 bronze penny while sorting his lunch money? That coin changed his life forever. Your story could be next. If you're new to coin collecting, here are a few tips that could help you uncover rare coins. Moneybag: always check the date and mint mark on every old penny you find. Moneybag: keep a small magnet handy. Test your coins quickly for steel or bronze. Moneybag: store valuable coins safely in plastic holders, never clean them. Cleaning can destroy their value. Moneybag: consider getting your coins graded by PCGS or NGC for authentication. This can multiply their value instantly. Moneybag: follow auction houses like Heritage, Stax Bowers, and Great Collections to see real-time coin values. Because you never know, your next discovery might just be the next $1 million penny. So next time you see a worn-out penny, don't just toss it aside. Look closer. That tiny coin could be your ticket to wealth beyond imagination. A piece of history worth millions. The 1942 wheat Lincoln penny reminds us that even the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. From a single cent to $8.8 million. It's not just money. It's a story of luck, rarity, and history, all wrapped in copper and steel. Who knows? The next time you hear the jingle of change in your pocket, it might be the sound of a fortune waiting to be found. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, because we're uncovering the most valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Comment below if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you're going to start checking your change after watching this video. Remember, your treasure might already be in your hands. Asterisk asterisk thanks for watching, and good luck hunting for your $1,000,000 penny. Asterisk asterisk. What if I told you that a single, ordinary-looking penny, one that might be sitting right now in your change jar, dresser drawer, or even at the bottom of your car cup holder, could make you an instant millionaire overnight? That's right, we're talking about the 1942 Lincoln Wheat penny, a small copper coin worth just 1 cent, that could now be valued at over $8.2 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. A coin that once bought a stick of gum could now buy you a mansion, a supercar, and financial freedom asterisk asterisk for life, so sit tight. Because in this video, we're diving deep into the real story, hidden details, and collector secrets behind one of the most astonishing coins in American history, the 1942 wheat penny, the 1-cent piece that could change your life forever. Let's rewind time, all the way back to 1942. America was in the middle of World War II. Metal was in short supply. Copper, tin, and steel were all being used for weapons, ammunition, and military supplies. Yet, the U.S. Mint still had to produce billions of 1-cent coins for everyday use. That's when something incredible happened. A series of rare minting mistakes and experimental coin runs that would later turn ordinary pennies into multi-million-dollar collectibles. The 1942 penny looks simple at first glance. Backhand index pointing right, Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the front. Backhand index pointing right, the words, "In God We Trust," Liberty, and the date 1942. Backhand index pointing right on the back, the classic 2 wheat stalks, framing 1 cent and United States of America. But what makes some of these pennies worth millions is not what you see, it's what lies beneath the surface. Now here's where things get wild. In 1942, the U.S. Mint was preparing to switch materials from copper to steel for coin production, a move that would officially happen in 1943. During that chaotic transition, a few copper planchets, leftover copper blanks from 1942, accidentally got mixed into the 1943 minting process. As a result, a tiny number of 1943 copper pennies were created, and those are now legendary. But the twist? Some 1942 pennies were struck with experimental alloys, different die varieties, and error patterns that make them even rarer, including collision 1942 D over D repunched mint mark collision 1942 double die obverse collision 1942 off-center strikes collision 1942 proof strikes in bronze and steel, and among these, one coin, one single specimen discovered in near-perfect condition, became a numismatic legend, selling for an incredible $8.2 million at a private auction. Collectors call it the miracle wheat penny. How to identify the $1,000,000 penny? Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if your 1942 penny is worth a fortune? Here's what to look for, step by step. Check the date and mint mark asterisk asterisk. Look carefully under the year 1942. If you see a tiny D, Denver, or S, San Francisco, keep it. Those mint marks can make a huge difference. Magnifying glass tilted left. Step 2. Inspect for doubling under a magnifying glass, check Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. If you see a shadow or doubled outline, that's called a double die error, and it can multiply the value instantly. Examine the color and shine asterisk asterisk. Some 1942 pennies were accidentally struck on steel planchets or different metal mixes. A magnet test can help you spot these rarities. If it sticks to a magnet, you might have a transitional error worth millions. Magnifying glass tilted left. Step 4. Condition is king. If your coin has strong details, full wheat lines, and almost no scratches, you might have a mint state, MS, or proof, PR grade coin. The best ones have been graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC asterisk asterisk and sealed in tamper-proof cases. Now here's the story that blew the minds of collectors around the world. In 2024, a retired schoolteacher from the Midwest was sorting through her late husband's coin collection. Among hundreds of old pennies, one 1942 wheat cent looked shinier and heavier than the rest. She decided to send it to a professional grading service. Weeks later, she got the call. Her coin was authenticated as a rare 1942 transitional bronze strike, with a minting error, never before seen in that grade. The coin went up for private auction and sold for an unbelievable $8.2 million, from a forgotten drawer to millionaire status, overnight. Asterisk. So why would anyone pay millions for a penny? It's not just metal. its history, scarcity, and collector passion. Only a handful of these coins exist. Each one is a time capsule from the 1940s, a piece of wartime America frozen in copper. And for coin collectors, rarity means everything. The fewer there are, the more valuable they become. So before you spend your loose change, stop. Go through your old jars, your piggy banks, your parents' attic boxes, even your grandparents' coin stashes. Because your next penny might not just be worth 1 cent. It might be worth millions. Look for white heavy check mark 1942 with strong details and no corrosion. White heavy check mark doubling in the lettering. White heavy check mark strange color or metal texture. White heavy check mark rare mint marks like D/D or S. You never know. Your ordinary-looking wheat penny could be a hidden fortune waiting to be found. The 1942 wheat penny isn't just a coin. It's a reminder that treasures still exist in the most unexpected places. So keep your eyes open, your change jar full, and your curiosity alive, because that 1 cent coin in your hand might just make you the next millionaire story. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we're uncovering more hidden gems, rare coins, and real stories of people who turned pocket change into pure gold. This is not just a video. It's a treasure hunt. And your journey to finding your $8.2 million penny starts right now. Moneybag.